What's poppin', everybody? It's your boy Rashawn back at it again with Lux by INRY. Today we're going to be previewing our Lancelot L1800 DTF printer. We've had it for about 3 weeks now, and we're going to show you some of the things that we like about it, and we're going to print some designs to show you what the prints look like and how the whole process looks. So appreciate you for tuning in, and let's get started.
So right now what we're doing is we're logging into the Colorbox software and we're getting ready to get our design all printed out. I've already made videos about how to print your designs out, so I'm not going to go into that. I just want to say that the first thing I really like about this machine is how easy it is to use the interface and the software on the computer. Like, you literally put your design into the Colorbox software and then you just print it. That's all you really have to do. So that's the number one thing I like about this machine. Now that we got our design sent over from our computer, our printer is printing our design and we're getting it ready for our process to put it onto a t-shirt. So the second thing I like about this printer is I like its white ink circulation system. If you're new to DTF, or if you've been in direct-to-film for a long time, you know white ink can be a huge issue. Since I've had this printer, I've had no issues with my white ink circulation system. I run my daily maintenance, I run my print head cleans, and I print without an issue. So if you're in the market for a new direct-to-film printer, if you're a beginner, or if you've been doing it for a long time, this Lancelot L1800 printer is a great option. So the third thing I like about this machine is I like its nice, vibrant designs. As you can see, it printed out very nice. You saw it was very easy to access and cut the designs from my machine. So now I'm going to take you through the process of what it looks like to actually bake and cure your designs and put them onto whatever types of fabric you would like to put them on. Today, I'm going to be using a t-shirt, for example. So here we are with that process. So now that we got our design all printed out, we got it coated with our powder, it's time to get it put into our oven. I set my oven for 128 degrees Celsius. You can set it to whatever you like. This works for me, and I've been printing for a while, and I set it for 230 seconds, and that works perfectly fine for me. Be sure to let your designs fully dry before you actually coat them in powder and put them into the oven. Because if you don't, you will come out with uneven cures. You'll have problems with the cracking and the peeling and things like that whenever you actually get the design onto the shirt. But I let this go and I'll be back in a second. So as you can see, our oven is going off and our design is done. So I'm going to show you what that process looks like. So basically you just take it and you just pull it out. And to judge whether you're done, first you got to turn off the machine by pressing this button, and you look at the back and you look at the design. If you can kind of see from the angle, you can kind of see like a plastic like film over the image, and if you flip it over, you still don't see any loss in design or anything. You just got that coating is what drives this design into the shirt. So now that we got this all put together, now you can actually put this design onto a t-shirt. So if you stick with me, I'm gonna do that now. So, all right, so now that we got our design printed and cured and baked, it's time to put it onto the shirt. But before you can put it onto the shirt, you have to do what's called a pre-press, which is knocking out all the wrinkles, knocking out all the moisture in the shirt before you press it onto the shirt. Just for 5 seconds, then you take it and then you pull it back up. And now it's time to apply the design so you can put it onto your shirt. So you want to make sure you get your design lined up. Make sure you got the center of your design in the center of the tagline, or however you do your measurements. That's how I do mine. Not all taglines are made the same, so if you use my method, use it with discretion. So now that you got your design all lined up and layered up, you take your Teflon sheet, you lay it down, and you want to make sure that your Teflon sheet covers your whole shirt. so you make sure you're not damaging your garment. Again, I do my times because I've tested my times and they work perfectly for me. I am pressing my shirt for 15 seconds on 350 degrees Fahrenheit, not Celsius this time. So it's been 15 seconds. I'm bringing my design up. And at this point, it should be done with the first step of the process. You can see I have the design onto the shirt. So now what you do is you let it sit back and you let it cool for a second so you can actually peel the design. So now that we done let our design cool, now it's time to actually do the peeling process. So pull from an area that you got some room and you got some give, and then you just take it and peel with confidence. You know, I could have did it slow, but this is what you get after you peel it on. So after you got the design onto the shirt, you have to do one more press to make sure you have in your lock-in press to make sure that your design stays on there for long, durable, and make sure that that pop comes out of your shirt. And once you do that, you are complete, and this is your end result. All right, guys, as you can see, super easy process, very great results. Nice, vibrant designs that aren't gonna go anywhere. Stretch test, as you can see, the design lives up to its expectations. It's not going anywhere. Scratch it, it's not going anywhere. Very great product, very great design. Lancelot really did their thing with this printer. Appreciate it again for tuning in, and this is the Lancelot L1800 DTF printer.
Go. MK.